Hello learners, welcome back to the another video. In this video we will start from the where we have ended in the previous video. So we will try to ping the host. In the finance department. So you can see that the message has prompted up that the destination host is unreachable. So this the host in the finance department is unreachable. So if I try to trace the path the traffic is taking, so you can see that the traffic from the sales department goes to the router R4, but it is not able to go beyond R4 because the routes in the route table of the R4 is not there. So we have to advertise the routes in the route table in the R4 in the all four routers, so that we can have connectivity in the both way. So let's get started. So we will start by adding routes to the R4 route table. So we will go to the configure terminal, IP version 6 route 2020 db8 fe80 double colon slash 48 to summarize the whole command in one line. So we have taken slash 60 slash 48, and this will go by the interface on the R3 0/0/0 db8 fe80 colon 3 double colon 1. Okay, now if you want to go and see the routes on the route table, so the command is show IP version 6 routes. So you can see that we have just added the static routes to go beyond the sales department. The traffic will go by the 2020 db8 fe80 3 double colon 1. So this is the interface. So this is the IP address on the interface on R3 on the interface 0/0/0, and this is the S means the static routes that we configure manually, C means the connected routes, and L means the local routes. So if I let's see the use case of link local address that we configured in the previous video. So if I try to ping the link local address of the router R1, for example fe80 double colon 3, sorry, it's not 183. So if you try to ping fe double 80 double colon 3, so it will ask me the from which interface the traffic should go. So let me type the interface gigabit ethernet 0/0/0. So you can see that the success rate is 5 out of 5 100%. So link local address is working fine. So now let's go on our R1 and add the IP version 6 static routes here also. So IP version 6 route 2020 db8 fe80 double colon slash 48 to summarize in one command, one line, and this will go by the R2 db8 fe80 colon 1 double colon 2. Yes. Now we will also add the routes on the R2 and R3. So let's go and add the routes, static routes, IP version 6 static routes, IP version 6 route, IP version 6 IP version 6 route to go to the 2020. For example, let's say to go to the db8 fe80 colon 3 double colon 64 subnet, and this will go by 2020 db8 fe80 colon this will go by 2 colon double colon 1. Sorry, this will be 1. Okay, and to go to the subnet 4, it will go by the same interface on R3, and to go to this finance department it will go by the R1, and the IP address on the interface 0/0/0 on R1 is the 1.1 1.1. So it's all on the R2. Now let's go to R3 and configure the same IP version 6 route 2020 DB8 F80 double colon, for example, to go to slash 64. It will go by the interface on the R2 0/0/1. So 2020 DB8 F80 colon 2 double colon 2 2 double colon 2. Okay. And to go to the finance department colon 1 colon slash 64. It will go through the same path. And to go to this sales department, that is basically 4, it will go by FA83 colon double colon 2. Yes, it's correct. Now let's try to ping again the host in the host in the finance department. Let's say laptop 1, and go and if you go and try to ping it again. So you can see that we are receiving a reply from the host, the host in the finance department. And if we trace the path the traffic is taking, then you can see that it is going through the first R5, then R4, then R3, then R2, then finally to R1, then finally to the host. So if we try to uh, ping the host from finance department to sales department, so both the connectivity should work. So let me ping from this side also. So let me ping 2020 DB8 FE80 4 colon 260 5C 5CFF and FEC0 C3 and D8. So you can see that I am getting reply from the host in the sales department. And if I try to trace the path the traffic is taking, reset, so I should see that it is going by first R1, then R2, then R3, then R4, then finally the host. This is the host. This final destination is the host. So I have configured we have done the full configuration of IP version 4 and IP version 6, and there is a full connectivity both way, IP version 4 and IP version 6 connectivity. For example, the host in the sales department can communicate with any host in the finance department with both IP version 6 and IP version 4, and the host in the finance department can also communicate with all hosts in the sales department with both IP version 6 and IP version 4. So for example, if I take a new host and let's see, if I take a new host and attach it here in the finance department, let's do it quickly. If I attach new host in the finance department, let's say here, and I go and I just have to go and enable the DSCP configuration and the auto config, and the host will automatically get the IP address both. Since the port on the switch has been blocked because it takes some time to get up on the switch, so we will have to wait for the link to get up on the switch side. So the green, this time it should work. Yes, the host has been signed an IP address 10.10.1.13, and we have let's do it again, and the IP version 6 also IP address. This host has been assigned an IP version 6 address successfully. And if this host want to communicate, so we will do this in the next video, as we are running out of time. So thank you for this part of the video.